Victor wanted me to come over, some kind of consultation. I'm walking down the driveway, and the Packard's already there.
Surprise.
Yeah, right. It's been a while since I saw this car. How'd you pry this out of Tom's hands?
I said, hey, Tom, you want to sell it? No. And just like everything else, I made him an offer he couldn't refuse. When I first seen the Packard, I said, hey, that's a Packard? This thing could look just as nice as any Merc.
So the whole thing with this car is I thought it was a great-looking vehicle. I mean, what do you want to do with it?
I don't know. I just got the car. My goal is to let it compete with a Mercury. This, I want to be the new lead sled. So that's a Merc eater right there. If it's done right, we could give the Merc a run for its money all day long.
First sentence in the conversation, Victor says, this is going to be the Merc killer. I'm thinking about his last Merc we did, and he cut the roof off it. And I'm like, oh, man, we're not cutting the roof off of this Packard. Whatever you're thinking, all I ask is don't mess with the roof line. That's my favorite, that's my pride in the whole project.
Yeah, no, I love the way the chop came out. It's perfect. The rest of the lines, we could do a minor adjustment on it.
I've seen your minor adjustments before.
Well, you know that, but it's got to be crazy.
Victor and I have built a lot of cars together. He likes to go from top to bottom with all his builds, so who knows what could happen with this one. You know, I'm into the crazy stuff, man. I always thought we could go way further with this, and the chop was a good starting point.
The whole drivetrain has to be replaced to something modern, right. So yeah. Let's see what we could come up with, you know, kick it around.
Victor's kind of vague. All I'm getting out of him is that he wants this thing to be a driver like the rest of his fleet. They're all road-worthy vehicles, and that's where this Packard's lacking.
I want to have this thing on the freeway doing 70 miles an hour with no problem.
Sure.
So where do we start?
Most straightforward ways is just get maybe a mid-70s Camaro or GM front subframe. That gives you the disc brakes, the power steering, and the mounts for a V8 engine. From what I can see, to make this thing a perfect driver is just put a modern front suspension clip under the hood, put in a new engine, and this thing's a runner. It's good to see that this car is going to get taken one step further. It's a great-looking machine. I think whatever you add to it's really going to make a big difference.
I don't want to change that much, but I want to change everything, right? I mean, hey, if I can't utilize your ability, you've chopped the car.
Right.
To me, that's baby stuff. We're going into full body remodification.
Victor's going to come by today. He says he's got everything. He's got all the parts we need for the front suspension upgrade, and I'm just going to work on getting this Packard ready for construction. This is like deja vu, like I'm viewing it all over again. It's amazing. The cool part about this project is the greasy, nasty part is done. Victor has a team of guys at his place, and they took out the engine and trans. He's got all the front sheet metal unbolted, and he's already talking about donor vehicles, so I think he's got everything pretty much sorted out. Pulling this nose apart, I know when it goes back together, it's not gonna be the same car. Victor has hinted at a few things. It's kind of an ugly nose on the car, so taking it off, just hopefully when it comes back together, it's way cooler.
Check it out, I got your clip. You wanted a front clip.
Oh yeah, perfect. What the heck is this thing?
1997 Grand Marquee. I know I went a little nuts instead of just cutting the clip off.
Right.
I cut the rest of the car off.
Yeah. You forgot to tell him to stop cutting. That's the problem. Kind of surprised that he drove this thing over, all in all, but you could see it's a driving vehicle.
I mean, the thing runs bitchin', the horn works, and you gotta take this thing for a drive. It's so smooth.
I'm trying to laugh it off, like, all right, yeah, I can't wait to cut this thing apart. And Victor's like, no, man, you gotta drive it. This car is smooth.
Not bad, huh?
I think it's a good contender, man.
Well, shit, he had more fun than I did. He was in the parking lot burning out and having a blast.
Just like any used car salesman, the test drive seals the deal. I kicked the tires, I did some burnouts, a couple donuts. This car's a keeper.
When he came back, he said, yeah, that's gonna work. But little does Ian know, I have different plans. At first, when we were talking, I was thinking just the front clip.
Oh, sure, makes sense.
Then as I started taking it apart and drove it, I'm thinking the whole car, utilizing everything, even the pan, everything that's here, air conditioning, computer, motor, disc brakes. I mean, do you know how much time and money will save?
Now the story starts to flesh out. That's why you left the floors. You
That's
want to
why I
put the
left the
body
floor.
skin on this whole car. So Victor pulls the old switcheroo, you know? Oh, well, we're not actually going to cut this one apart. We're going to use the whole thing.
So the challenge is to put that body on this car. We want that to be a 1997 Grand Marquee
With a Packard
on a
suit
Packard.
The old Emperor's New Clothes trick. Bottom line is Victor wants to do a body swap. He wants to cut the top of the Packard body off of the floor pan and put it onto this floor pan from the Grand Marquee. You want to leave this dashboard and everything.
We're gonna leave the dashboard because we're gonna do the fiberglass coming down into it and
I
just
see.
modify what's existing. It's all gonna get reworked to 50s futuristic instrument panel. Don't ask me what that means, but it sounds damn good.
It's a great concept, but they're two way different cars. And I just want to put them side by side to see how it's going to line up. The wheelbase is definitely off. Did you even measure this? It looks like the proportions are pretty far off. What's the deal? You guys did some
I
preliminary?
my thumb, I looked at it like this and like this. No, I'm kidding. We got some measurement. Don't get me wrong, there's a couple inches here and there that need adjusting, but it's pretty close. It's really close.
I could see they're less than a foot apart. I know Victor is well thought through in all of his processes, but when we put them together, you can clearly see there's some issues. And I'm like, hey man, did you measure this? Did you take the time to really think this through?
I said, well, kind of. And you know me, I'm always ambitious. You know what? My thing is, I just see with my eyes. Mechanical stuff, I don't give a shit about you. That's your issue. My thing is that this should go onto that. How? I don't know. That's why I
Perfect.
brought it here.
I see. Probably my greatest fault to date is to tell you, you know what? No problem. We could do this, no sweat. Victor was just saying, this is gonna happen. He thought about it enough to know that I could pull it off. I guess that's all he needs.
Any problem with clearance in the back?
Well, that's why I had to put the tires on because those fat mag wheels were not letting it lay down. So I went with the skinny tires. It dropped right on the floor.
How about up front? It looks like you took care of all this stuff here.
Well, I had to do a lot of clearancing, and that's where the bad news starts. When you're looking at this car from the rear three-quarter view, it's sitting pretty. It's all good. The front end is a different story, and I gotta break the news. Let me show you how this fender lines up.
Okay.
It's close. In an effort to try to keep it as intact structurally as possible, I've just been picking away at it a couple inches at a time. And then the front.
So what's stopping it from hitting that? Is it this corner?
As you see here, it's the headlight bucket is right on that bolt.
Okay, with this here, the solution, we're changing that anyway. That's all gonna get cut off, and this will sit up a few inches here where it actually comes up. It's going from here up and back down to flow.
Right off the bat, Victor shows me the headlights he's planning on using, and they're a completely different orientation as the Packard units.
And at the same time, we're coming off this level, and then we're coming here and up a little, and then back down. So it's got an enhancement.
Victor comes in and just wipes the slate clean. He wants to restyle the entire front fender. In fact, the entire nose of the car, as it turns out. So if you're willing to just delete the front of both fenders, then it's a perfect lineup. We'll just build around the underlying structure. It's a 10-minute cut. I'll do that, and we can get this hood and fenders on.
Awesome, I'm there, let's do it.
I'm just going to eliminate everything that's in the way. I'm going to leave a small area representing the front where it meets the hood, and that's kind of it. The whole headlight and grille area is out of the fender. Well, now you can see you have plenty of clearance. That changes everything. It eliminates the ugly in the front of the Packard, and it helps me mount the fenders without an issue with the headlights at all. Hey, look, it fits. That's going to be all right.
Damn, look at that thing. That's one long-ass front end.
There's a million ways you can go about restyling a car, and I know Victor's got a plan. He's been thinking about it for a while, and it's not gonna be okay to just mock something up and have him check it out. I need to nail a few of the core lines with him here so that we can get it right.
Probably a little bit more to your left. Yeah, the fender, the tire side. Before you do that, I want to do, like put something up so we got a little high point.
Just like an artist is drawing a line, we're gonna do that same thing. We gotta figure out how to suspend a nice, graceful arc. First call is to try to just pull some tape across, and it looks terrible. It's all faceted, flat, straight lines.
Just up like a quarter, half an inch, and then back down.
Well, I have this round rod.
All right.
I got a pretty good idea on how materials work, so I got this 3/16 inch round rod, and I just hold that up on the same plane as the tape, and it just bows gracefully. Just the weight of it makes a perfect arch.
Yeah, that's it right there. Shit, that's it. After he put the rebar on, he handed me a piece of cardboard.
So, got the little envisioning board.
Yeah,
Try
well,
that
check
out.
this out. Coming from this point, yeah, look at that. That's like perfect right there. So I get it, I fold it over gently so I got the contour of the car. I could literally see what I was thinking.
As soon as he expresses this upper fender ridge, I can see where he's going with this late 40s caddy styling. They have a very pronounced upward curve in the fender, and it's just a super deluxe look.
It flows right in, right off of this line to that line right there. I'm over here going, yeah, man, that's cool. Ian gets quiet again.
That design's great, but that's a lot of metalwork. You got 6 foot on one side, 6 more makes 12 by 3 foot. It's like 30 square feet plus of metalwork. I hope you know somebody who can pull that off.
Did I ever say it was gonna work or not? That's a question. He says, yeah, you're not the one cutting the car up. I go, yeah, that's why I come to you.
I don't want to say it's above my skill level, but I haven't tried this yet. I've cut up a lot of cars, changed a lot of stuff, but I've never done 2 fenders like this. Victor loves throwing down the gauntlet. All I gotta do is run it. I gotta run through all these tasks he's envisioning, and we're on to a new adventure. Here we go. I knew I could swap this body, no problem. These fenders he's talking about are pretty challenging. I don't know what Victor's thinking. I'm just trying to set up this line, this one line he established. Everything for me has been structural and alignment oriented, so this is the first bit of art. Having done this one curved section for the fender top, I think that's gonna be the same process all the way through. As soon as I figured out this backbone ridge top thing, it's on. So the whole thing with this is it's gonna be made in so many pieces. I'm just trying to hold it on the car. I'm just gonna start assembling parts. It's kind of like a puzzle that you're making the pieces out of. But I'll be able to take smaller sections for this reverse dip that he was talking about. In getting this fender line to look proper, I had to just trim back. And once I figured out a line that it's gonna join properly, the challenge is to get them to flow evenly. If you don't want it to look like a bunch of bricks on a wall, you want it to just look like a smooth, slippery surface. I never even receive an ounce of praise. I do this all day just to buy food. I even give you the bargain brand. This is an advanced mock-up. I mean, it might be a keeper, it might not, so I'm just trying to streamline it. I don't want to make it twice. I think this fender's a keeper. The whole thing is if Victor thinks this fender's a keeper.
Ian, how you doing?
Aha.
Damn, that flows bitchin'. That's it, man.
The good thing is Victor walked in and right away you could see the gleam in his eye.
The difference from this side, stock, just straight down like nothing, to come in here by just raising this up and giving it an arc here, it give the whole fender like it's on steroids. No steroids, steroids.
Right.
It's in proportion, it flows, and it's gonna eat a Merc.
Well, I was really stressing about the fender creation issue, but if you're happy with it, then the big challenge is what do we do about the grill? There's nothing going on there.
I brought you surprise, so come on out and I'll show you what my idea is.
All right, let's see what you got. Victor's got people. He's got people all around doing stuff. So he tells me he's got some of his guys dropped off a bunch of things in the driveway and I need to check it out.
I've been thinking about this for a while too, like I think about everything else in my mind. And he's looking at me now, what the heck this guy gonna come out with?
Whoa, a Mercury. What is that, 1950, just like your other ones?
1950 Mercury. It was another project. I figured I'd donate it to help you complete the front end on that other project.
Crazy, man. You could sell this for a grip. It's people who want this part all over the place. This thing's in perfect shape.
Yeah, no, perfect shape.
Everybody wants to know where this came from, and the backstory I get is one of his friends somewhere down the line tried to chop the car, customize it, and made all the wrong moves. So apparently what Victor has is a dilapidated, half-rotted, half-assembled Mercury four-door. Fortunately, the guy didn't cut the nose, and that's what we need.
Right here, we don't need the fenders. All I want is the opening in that grill. All the opening in that grill. Here's the original 1950 bumper, front, back.
This is freaking cool, man. I was just stuck on that fender side thinking, what are we gonna do about the center? I'm gonna have to make something just the same, but if you're not attached to this, I'll just cut it up right here and we'll drag it in the shop.
And he says, hey, Victor, you attached to this thing? I said, well, heck yeah, I'm attached to it. It's a 50 Merc front clip. I'm bringing you the front opening, the mouth. And he looks at me and says, I think I need a little bit more than the mouth.
Oh, that actually don't look half bad. Sure switched up that ugly Packard. The Packard looked like a beak, a bird's beak. It was just way out and it's very thin. The Merc knew as a really wide, low car. And this really, it's a half and half. It's just, I can't believe it actually fit. Seeing that this Merc hood worked out was a relief. Now I just gotta figure out the lower portion. The cool factor about the Merc grille and the hood is it's got its factory latches in place. So by lowering this section, you'll see there's a structure in here that is designed to mate up against this. And since I need to lower this, I'm going to have to section it somewhere. So I'll section it right through the dent and then repair it. Weld it back together. So it'll have a strip coming right through here. I've got a clear path to finish out this nose, and it's gonna be all right. Splicing these two hoods together was a pretty straightforward process in simple terms, but the contours on both sides are way different. So this is now our surface height of the hood. So it's coming through. You see how it's lifting towards the bottom? It's coming right through here like so, until it blends in. So this transition here is gonna be very hard to make. It's another compound curve, but right where that wants to change, I was thinking if I put a scoop in there, like you see on the Mercs, and all of a sudden the contour wouldn't need to be made. It would turn into a scoop. I don't know where the idea first came from for these scoops in the side of the Merc hood, but you see it all the time. It's a really cool thing. It breaks up the side profile of the hood a little bit. And because we have a mismatch in contour, I think it might just be the perfect fix. A little action in it. See what we come up with now. We're like this. Actually, that don't even look half bad. But it definitely handles that weird mismatch for sure. My first inclination was to put the scoop forward. Maybe not that forward, but somewhere between here and here. I know Victor likes that classic element though. I got a few ideas to make this happen. I just gotta sell Victor on the idea. I'm working on getting the bottom corners of the hood rounded. You see that all the time on custom Mercs. And I'm gonna mock up this side profile that just may incorporate a scoop. I gotta show it to Victor. So this is now the new shape of the hood opening, and I'll finish off the shape of the fender surround with the smaller rod. So this will be a nice radiused hood edge. You see it on a lot of customs. Victor's got it like that.
Ian, what's going on?
Hey, man. Just kind of getting this hood together.
Oh yeah, what a difference, man. I haven't seen the car in a while. I came by today and that thing looks crazy. It follows the rest of the curves on the car. Curve, 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 curve. The more stuff I give them, the guy still continues to like go beyond my expectation on everything I have them do for me. Cool. That's real good. So what are we gonna do now on the hood here?
Well, that's the thing, you know, the transition from the Merc to the Packard is a little weird. But once Victor digested the look of the front of the car, he was really pleased with it, but then I tell him about the problem, and that is in the side contour of the hood. I want to show him the mock-up for the side panels and see what he thinks about this scoop idea. You know, I'm glad that the front worked out for you. I kind of just did that because I know you like the look of the other car, but the placement of the scoop is something I've been struggling with, whether it goes ahead of the axle line or behind.
Yeah,
so.
Looking at it in proportion-wise, I think it should be not quite half, just a little forward here. Let me see.
Yeah,
Wow.
just whatever
Just
you like.
coming in, and it shouldn't really be that drastic. So that's kind of the opening. And then from here, I mean, I'm just gonna draw it. It kind of ends in no more than a 1/4 inch, just to come in, just so there's the scoop line there.
Victor loved the idea. It was really just about placement. He wants it in proportion with the hood. He came up with a solution, and I was feeling really good about it, but Victor had other ideas.
The modification isn't over yet, so don't do this until the bird sings.
I just licked it, man.
I
Game
was gonna
over.
say till the fat man sings, but
Yeah.
I can't sing with the shit. I still got some tricks up my sleeve, which I haven't even told Ian about yet. The modification isn't over yet.
Okay.
I really want to get this thing to my house and just to like see it every night so I could kind of feel it and I want to look at it. Something, you know, once it's there, you know me, there'll be a slight modification.
Right. This Packard's come a long way. I got it over here to Victor's. He was saying he needs to check it out in person, kind of ruminate on it. There's 1 or 2 things left for me to do sheet metal-wise, and this thing's almost a wrap. All right, so this is pretty much all the fab in the hood, aside from the scoops. I'm gonna finish these 2 scoops by the time he gets here, and we're good to go. I don't know where the idea first came from for these scoops in the side of the Merc hood, but you see it all the time. It's a really cool thing. It breaks up the side profile of the hood a little bit. My original idea was putting them more towards the middle of the hood, but Victor wants them further back. I'm a little unsure if this far back is really gonna work or not. The only way to figure it out is to mock it up and see what it looks like. The whole thing about this vent is it's all about placement and the shape of it. The reason this idea works on the Merc hood is because there's a huge indent that people cover over. The Packard just doesn't have that. The whole thing is just trying to get this thing to work. The process here is pretty simple. Just make this piece of sheet metal fit the hood and put a curve in it. The whole thing about this location change is I don't have the shop set up the way I typically would, so it's all about improvisation. The thing about this is it's a section of a cone, so I'll try to just push it. So I got a piece of pipe I found. Victor has a sheet metal brake. It's pretty basic, but I think I could pull it off. If you ask Gene Winfield, for instance, how they did it back in the 50s, he might say this was the same technique. This is old as history. I got both these pieces formed. They look good. Tacking this thing on, and Victor comes in.
Ian, how you doing?
Hey, man.
All right, you got the scoop, huh?
Yeah, I did all the detailing on the hood, and I just wanted you to check out the scoop before we finalize it. They're kind of mocked up.
I really can't tell. Can we drop the car on the ground?
Yeah, I just jacked it up.
Yeah, we'll be able to see how it looks in proportion to the size of the hood. I walked in and Ian finished the scoops. I wasn't really sure how they were gonna come out because I had placed them more towards the back, and then they look kind of funky. For sure, it doesn't need to go back. A little forward, just to see.
I just wasn't feeling this first vent and its location, so I was telling Victor, stand back, let me move it around, tell me what you think. 4 eyes are better than 2.
Yeah, that looks more in proportion. Yeah, I think about right there, that's it.
By moving this vent around, you know, you hit a sweet spot. I tacked it in place and then stood back, and I concur. This thing is looking good.
That's it right there. Actually makes it look meaner. Yeah, it just breaks that up. Now, the hood, instead of being 20 foot long, now it's only 10 foot long.
Right. Well, if you're cool with the placement of those scoops, I'll just finish welding them in. That's a no-brainer. There's a lot to do on this front grille, so I don't know where you're going with that. I got these scoops pretty much finished up. The positioning is working for me. Hopefully Victor is in agreement.
How's it going?
Good, man. I just finished grinding all this stuff down. You got a couple scoops.
Looks good. I mean, what a difference.
So the scoops took a little while to weld, so I didn't warp everything. I took the stock Merc bumper and I narrowed it because we narrowed the nose underneath the headlights, remember?
And the first glance, it looked like nothing was done to it until I really looked and said, hey, them bumpers aren't too long anymore. Yeah, so where did you cut the bumper from?
I narrowed the overrider on each side so it doesn't even mess with the chrome plating. And then I narrowed it right behind the license plate so it looks like it's a factory bumper, just a little bit narrower.
Perfect, yeah. Clean cut. Actually, it looks factory done.
I think the whole goal that we're going for here is this subtle kind of makeover. You're not seeing any real hard lines of modification. It all just kind of flows, and I guess that's really the end result Victor's looking for.
Yeah, the bumper looks great. Before we could commit to the grille, I want to commit to the headlight covers.
Victor pulls out these headlight bezels for the front end restyle. We've been using them the whole time, but he tells me he's been thinking.
Last night when I got up at like 4 in the morning, I mocked these up. Then I remember I had another set and I actually put the light bulbs in it. So I got one more set. I've already stuck the light bulb in there.
Victor has these aftermarket pieces you see on custom Mercs all the time. It's like a Frenched universal headlight.
And it fits right in, no extra modification, nothing.
It worked perfect. They got brand new fancy bulbs inside, and it really gives the car a really face-forward appearance.
Now it's been cut, sectioned, chopped, straightened, length, and now it's French.
I think this is perfect. So we just weld those surrounds right to the fender, and that's it, done.
So we're committed now, let's get into the grill. That's another story.
I asked Victor what grill he was using, and he comes over with a wagon full of parts, you know, the swap meet thing. Wow, this works. Even being narrowed, it still doesn't hit it.
And it fits perfect because it covers everything, that whole big opening of this radiator.
It's like the car was made for it. The bumper fits, the grill opening fits. It's pretty much a keeper. The thing is so crazy modified, maybe just a little element of stock is what's gonna really make people wonder what went on here.
It looks like a stock Merc from the front. Once this car passes, they're gonna go, what the heck? I thought that was a Merc.
Hey, everybody's got their thing, right? Victor loves Mercs, and I think that's what we're doing here. We're building another Mercury out of a Packard. If we're using the stock grille, then it's a pretty simple fix to the side of this fender then. I'll cut off all this ridge here where the old turn signal action used to happen, and I'll just follow it around right into the wheel arch or the piece of sheet metal. You can see how far out this is sticking, but now we have this curve here dictating the curve of the fender. So the sheet metal you can see will just turn the corner. It'll go right around, and then the pan will connect through there. See, so this, I mean, obviously I'm covering up the wheel, but you see that's gonna follow this bumper right through.
Pull that cardboard back for me. I want to see something.
I'm just thinking about, let's finish this whole problem. Let's just get the fender put back together and move forward. Victor's like, hold on, I got a whole new idea.
Can we turn the cardboard on the other side? Let's see, I want to see something.
So if it's coming
Yeah,
in.
right there. So it's gonna kind of end there, right? Can we open up that whole wheel well with a radius there?
Oh yeah, for sure. That way it'll steer when it's low, because it's not gonna steer now. Victor's idea here is to radius the wheel opening. He wants to see the tire, because the car sits so low, the tire totally disappears. He loves the look of the white wall, but more importantly, for me, the idea is that it gives the tires the opportunity to steer. It looks awesome, sure, but to create this very complex shape, as well as filling in a hole, it's a pretty big deal. It's the problem with these custom cars, and with Victor, is, you know, the sky's the limit. There is unlimited potential here. Every time we solve one problem, he's got more ideas to create problems with. Typically, you would lengthen the front doors if that was the look you're going for. It's Victor's idea to seal up the rear doors, and I'm all good with that. That makes perfect sense, but what happens is when you're looking at the B-pillar, it becomes this massive panel. You know, what if we just made it a hardtop? What if we just came and this was your window opening?
I agree, and that'll go with the whole flow of this car. Long hood, long side window, almost like looking at a limousine.
I mean, if you want to just commit to it, I can cut that off and we can get the look right now. But then it'll take me a couple of days to weld it all up.
I'm anxious now. Let's start cutting that sucker.
There's nothing like hitting it when there's inspiration in the air. So I'm telling Victor, this car is super strong. I got braces underneath. Let's just cut it. You'll see what I'm talking about. I've done this on a few cars in the past, and I know what this is gonna do. It's gonna give it this immense open air feeling. The side of this car is really closed off by the B-pillar and the window frames. As soon as I cut it, watch. Surgical precision. I kind of knew what this was going to accomplish, but it was really good to see that Victor was on board with it. He left it up to me to make it happen. Much like when I'm chopping a top, I'm thinking about the contour of the sheet metal and how I can reuse it to make it look perfectly factory. Just like when you do a chop top, you want to save all the contours because they're factory stampings. So this deal matches. I'm just gonna put it down there. You'll see, I'm gonna repurpose these old junk and make a custom car out of it. Reusing these pieces was a good call. The bottom piece was a little nip and it fit right back in. Unfortunately, with the top, the length of it was more than what the pillar afforded me. As it turns out, this piece is just too small. See, I just got away with it on the bottom. And on the top, this contour changes a little bit right here, and we just don't have the material. See, it's been welded and fixed in the other chop. It's a pretty simple piece of sheet metal. It's just a straight shot with a curve in it, so it's not gonna be that hard to duplicate. It's just a time saver to reuse the old stuff. It's just gonna take a sheet metal brake and just kind of creep it in there and just pull a gentle bend in the sheet metal. So you could see, it's absolutely perfect. The thing is, once these weird issues are resolved with the way the B-pillar used to come out of the door, you can see it's a really straight, clean line. It's a big window, 6 foot long. I think the look is nailed. There's just a lot of detail stuff that needs to go into finishing it. I'm gonna finish the driver's side, do up the passenger side in the same way, and then it's ready to show to Victor.
This is my junkyard. Here's, I got some stuff back here. I forgot what I had. I haven't been back here.
You say your junkyard
years.
like there's only one. I haven't been to this part before.
Yeah, this is one I forgot about.
Walking over to Victor's yard, I'm seeing some pretty cool stuff that he wasn't telling me about. I recognize one of them, but there's 3 that I never seen before. It's like a 65 Lincoln, some kind of cool little Nash Metropolitan, and then some oldie 40-ish Chevrolet. Oh, wow, this is cool. What's this, oldie Chevy?
Yeah, something in
40?
30. Yeah, here they are right here. See if this thing even opens. Yeah, here we go. Check that out.
Victor's in the back seat of this car, dusting stuff off. He pulls the first set of skirts out.
Oh, what did that say there? 51 Merc.
And there's a label on it that says 51 Merc. These are pretty raw, man. Somebody's just making these out of fiberglass.
Yeah, someone out of Pomona. You know me in Pomona. Here's one that's more completed, I guess. That's what it's supposed to look like.
Second, he pulls out this weird-looking pink thing. He's telling me it's a fender skirt, but it looks more like an old surfboard or something.
It's something you can modify, right?
Sure, and you got a pair of these too. We'll definitely modify the paint first, but...
Yeah, no, maybe we'll paint the car that color, who knows?
He's pulling out a whole bunch of different shapes. He's got these other ones, kind of like a round teardrop sort of shape. Definitely for a car like the Chevy we're taking them out of. So there's a whole bunch of different ones to choose from, but nothing tells it like putting it on the actual car. The 3 options you have here look like they'll fit. We just put them on the car and see which one looks best, and I think we're good to go.
All right, cool, let's go put them in my truck. I'm hoping that we could use one of these just to bolt on to save some time, and hopefully it looks cool and we could get on with other parts of this project.
What's up with these freaking kiddie rides, man?
Yeah, no, I was in the helicopter business like your buddy.
Oh, right,
yeah,
right. You're doing a little helicopter
I figured if he
work.
could build a helicopter, repair it, I could do one too.
We got to put a chassis under this and cut this thing out. We're ready to ride, man. I'm always a sucker for the interesting stuff. You know, I've seen a million cars, but he's got these little, you know, coin-operated toys you see in front of the supermarket. He's got a helicopter and an airplane. Like you're 5 years old all over again. Whoa, it's a bucking Bronco. Getting these skirts back in the shop, so we're gonna line them up, tape them on the car, and see what develops.
Okay, this is it. Let's see what we could do with that.
I don't know, what's your first pick? My first pick is the 51 Merc.
All right, let's do it. Here it is. Do you have the magic?
Yeah, the
glue?
application tape. All right, got the application tape. How about right there?
It don't have enough bulk to it. It doesn't add that other, like, element. It's, like, too flat.
The whole issue with the Merc rear quarter is it's very flat, and these skirts represent that. Packard is much more curvy, so there's kind of a misalignment.
We need to get something longer. Let's try these other ones.
Pair to fast. Next on deck is Big Pink.
Proportion-wise, it's there. The shape is just another shape. It's the wrong, see the curves on the car? That doesn't got it, but I love the length of it. It's just out of proportion.
I like the way it steps off of the car, but that ain't the one. What I'm thinking about mainly with the second choice is that it's just way too square, you know? Victor's telling me he likes the fact that it's longer, but it's not the right shape. That's it, man. That's strike 2. We only got one more. Our third choice was these kind of manufactured-looking skirts. They had no label on them.
These are off of a Merc too.
The contour of this one fits to the body better than all of them, so this just might be the one. Taping them up on the car, they look pretty darn close. Look at that, it's great.
The size is there, but it doesn't flow. It doesn't match the body. It's still too small. I like the way it bulges here only. From here to here, it's done. You're done here. But this I don't like. I have my
Envisioning tape?
my envisioning tape.
Aha. In typical Victor form, simply taping this skirt on the car is not going to be enough. He's got his other roll of tape, his envisioning tape, and he's starting to draw lines on the car. So what you're looking to do here is bring that 2/3, 1/3 proportion to the skirt. You want that to come right up to where the old trim line used to be. That's why they put it there, because that line looks best. I get it. That's cool. While Victor's here, I want to mock up the shape of the fender skirts. Once we figured out the outside line of the skirt, it's just a matter of trimming the metal to fit and fastening it to the fiberglass. Victor's whole plan here is just completely covering up the old rear door. By having the skirt match up with the front door jamb, it's going to give the illusion that the two-door was always that way.
Yeah, that's it right there, man. That's it.
I think you're onto something. Victor liked the look of the skirts. I'm just going to replicate that in steel and get the car ready for bodywork and paint. Car's done. It's a wrap. Victor's guys got it all dialed in. My favorite thing about this car is that it looks 100 miles long. It's like that cartoon you saw with the big giant gangster car. It's exactly what this thing is. It's really stretched out. It's low, it's lean, it's mean.
That car looks great. I knew once I give it away, that's it, it's not my car. So I said, hey, I want to enjoy it while I can. We better take this thing for a test drive. And it drove so smooth. I said, hey, Ian, you want to drive this thing? And he looks over.
And I'm like, of course. It's what I came here for. Chassis swap was an awesome call. This thing drives like a new car. The gloss paint job makes it very classy.
We're driving. I said, pull over. I want to see this thing. When I stepped out and, I seen the car driving and looked at it in a wide open space, it was like, wow. I mean, this thing looks mean. I mean, like really, really mean.
I could tell from Victor's response, his expression as I'm cruising by, it's exactly what he wanted to see. He's a happy camper.
I looked, I said, hey, Ian, get out of the car and look at this thing. Let me drive by. I mean, look at it.
I was always sold on the rear view of this. I did the chop to my preference. Victor kept that in place. The thing that really turned me on about the whole thing was the nose. The way that the Merc was modified, just a little bit, car coming straight at you looks good.
I see him with his thumbs up and I seen the guy smile. I didn't think the guy could smile. He's like, whoa, I see teeth.
After the test drive, we take it back to Victor's shop. We pull it in next to his Mercs.
Let it down, parked it right next to my other two Mercs in the garage, and she fit right in.
Lino finished up the interior. It looks great. Leather upholstery, totally pro. Victor was able to get an original Packard steering wheel, and Lino modified the wheel to fit and the dashboard to cover all the existing late model stuff. It looks old, acts like new. I'm so charged up right now. I can't believe Craig is gonna get this thing. He's gonna flip out.
Yeah, I called him, he's due any minute, and I told him, hey, come down, check out my new car. I just completed it.
Yeah,
he has no idea what's gonna happen here.
It's a heck of a bonus. I don't know how Craig's gonna respond. He's a pretty cool character. It's all business. Let's see how this works out.
Wow, this thing came out beautiful.
Didn't that come out really cool? Check it out, man. What do you think?
Wow, you guys did a great job on this.
I brought you here, and I know today's your birthday, and all the effort and everything you've done, man, dude, happy birthday. That's your car we built. So this whole time, we've been building your car. I just paid you back all the effort you did for me, and that's your car.
No way.
Happy birthday,
really?
man. Yeah.
Thank you. For somebody to go ahead and do that for you, it's totally awesome.
Sit in it, turn your car on, drive it.
It took some time to go ahead and sink in that the car actually belongs to me. Still as I'm talking right now, I'm not believing it.
Craig, man, you look good in that thing. Let me see, close the door.
Are you sure this is mine?
It's yours, I already told you, man. You just need the shades and you got it, man. Look at that face. A face only a mother could love.
This car is totally awesome. And to even own something that Victor and Ian had built together, there's no words that could describe it. It's priceless.
I'm glad. The only car that I've ever given away goes to this man. And this just continues to inspire me for the next vision. And with Ian, anything's possible.
Victor redoing this Packard is proof positive that nothing's ever finished unless you want it to be. He's got me thinking about a bunch of projects of my own that just might need a little refreshing.